Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Can he finish? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Yildiz does really well to win the ball there. DiMarco. Now it's Yildiz. Knocks it in, takes a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Osimhen. And that's played in low. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Played into the middle. Nedved clears it away. So what can they make of this? So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Lahm. And here's Nedved. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lahm. João Neves. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Subimendi. He's on it. Can he get it? Tries a shot! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. João Neves.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he finish? Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bruno Fernandes! It's hit the upright. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Bellingham wins the duel this time. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen. Nedved. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And he's in on goal. And a shot! It's in!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. DiMarco. In by DiMarco.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cristiano Ronaldo! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. And smartly reclaimed. Bellingham. Now it's Osimhen.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has been slung wide. DiMarco puts the ball in.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. Osimhen chasing after it. Lam. Caicedo. Zubimendi. Now it's Yildiz. Tries to pass it through. Bruno Fernandes fires it in low. Svila claims it without any fuss. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Osimhen is herring after that one. Nedved. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside, and he's got his cross in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Van der Ven with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neves. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's picked it up out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. That's a decent clearance. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen! Van Dijk getting this one clear. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Alarm. Nedved. Well seen. Saw that coming. He's found a way through. It's Pele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Pele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Nedved plays it short. And he's cut it out. That is ended up in no man's land. Nedved, this is promising. And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Nedved goes short. Nice control. DiMarco gets a foot in here. Oh, that's nice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Ambitious ball here. And that has left him in a heap. João Neves. João Neves goes steaming forward. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Osimhen, he's shifting through the gears here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cucurella. Hoisted in. Nedved, who does have an assist to his name. Cucurella. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Caicedo. And it's Neves. And it's Caicedo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, delightful ball. And that has been cleared. Osimhen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Osimhen. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. This their second corner of the game. Van der Ven clears. Great ball, and he's in here. Rice. Cucurella receives it in a good position. He rises! And he hits the net! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So now the difference is 3. Back into the middle. It's a really well-measured ball. Played in deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Into the last 5 minutes. Tries to play it through. Now it's Alvarez. He's through, now is he in? Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Time added on 4 minutes. And it's Nedved. Caicedo. Now Van der Ven. João Neves. Now this could be a chance. Turns and goes back. No unnecessary risks. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Some good work on the right flank here. It's played through for him. And he's managed to get free. And that is expertly dealt with. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Beckham. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's had it nicked away. Out to the right. Beckham has it out wide and in space. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gabriel. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Good take and shot, surely! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Out towards the flank. Chance to... Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Gabriel. Griezmann. And here's Osimhen. Griezmann. DiMarco. Cross to the back post. Oh, well played, well played. And this is Beckham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham is having a shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Beckham.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Osimhen! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest...
Goes for the header! Oh, terrible pass. Bellingham. And that has been knocked clear. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to go deep. It's a mighty effort! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. Now it's Osimhen. Bellingham. Now it's Kimmich. Now the cross. And it's hoisted clear. And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now he's got space here. Kimmich, chance here to counter. It's a good run down the right. Nedved. And it's Beckham. Now Subimendi. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Griezmann. And it's Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Beckham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Bellingham, and that has been cut short. And here's Osimhen. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And now he has two. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And that's another throw. And here's Beckham. Hoisted in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Kimmich takes control of it and he's on the move. Kimmich looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So now takes a shot! They've done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Toulouse! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted...
Big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Griezmann receives it in a good position here. Now, shot a goal! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And the shot! Roberto Carlos. Nedved. And here's Osimhen. Nedved shoots! Goal! Toulouse! And they've got their lead back. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Toulouse take the lead. Lam. And here's Osimhen. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Kimmich. Can he get it through? Oh, what has happened here? Wriggles his way through. Now it's Kimmich. Pings in across. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Barella. Deep cross. And it's hoisted clear. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Carlos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And here's Marino. And this is Griezmann. Now it's Bellingham. Ball driven towards the far post. And that's the keeper's ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Tries a deft little ball. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Lam. Nedved looking to add to his goal. Lam. Kimmich producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bellingham. Griezmann. Barella. It's a searching pass. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through. Tries a shot! Oh, wonderful effort all by himself.
Osimhen certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Kimmich. Here's Rodri. Griezmann. And here's Osimhen. Bruno Fernandes. DiMarco has it in a wide position. Now this could be a chance. Osimhen! And it's Roberto Carlos. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Played out wide, back into the middle. Oh, sweet feet. And here's DiMarco. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for options for movement. In by DiMarco. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Griezmann. Now it's Kimmich. Flashes it across. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Lam. And here's Nedved. Now he's got space here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's only too happy to take that back. Knocks it out wide. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Barella. And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Toulouse with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Nedved with the delivery. Tries to get it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's certainly onside here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Lahm delivers. Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Kimmich. Crosses it in. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Lewandowski. Mbappe. Lahm. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
75 minutes played. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Great vision.
Toulouse clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And he's played it back. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Yildiz.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's been played through. And just the goalkeeper's a bit... And the shot! And yes, it's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And the shot! He's delivered all right! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Kimmich. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's picked out the run. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Haaland. And the counter is on. Roberto Carlos. And it's Barella. And this is Ronaldo. Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Alvarez. Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Bruno Fernandes! And that was very necessary. Rodri. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Alvarez. Osimhen! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Barella looking to get on the end of this. It's run loose here. Alvarez. Now it's Haaland. And it's Messi. Osimhen. He's on it. Can he get away? Osimhen gets flagged offside. Barella. Out to the right. He's picked his way through. Great defending, strong and determined. DiMarco did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.